Welcome to A Life in the Word. My name is Pastor Emmanuel Renee. I have to my right.
Minister Cave.
And to my left.
Minister Brizan.
Praise the Lord.
Amen.
We're talking about the Friday
Yes.
that changed the world. Today we're going to talk about in this segment, Behold Your Son. Let's turn our Bible into the book of John 19. Amen.
Amen.
Verse 25. Now there stood by the cross of Jesus his mother and his mother's sister, Mary, the wife of Cleopas, and Mary Magdalene. Now we see at the cross his mother is at the cross. There's something about mothers that's connected to their son, regardless of what's going on, that the mother's always there, to good or bad. I always love relationship between sons and mothers. It's very close. It's very different from girls.
Yeah,
You know,
it is.
they're very protective over their mother. Now we see now the same mother that stood by him in the manger is the same mother that's standing by him at the cross. We're going to make it very clear right now, right? Now, then said, right, when Jesus therefore saw his mother and the disciples standing by whom he loved, he said unto his mother, Woman, behold thy son. Right? Then said he to the disciple, right, Behold thy mother. And from that hour, that disciple took her on his home. Right? So now we're looking at this, that Mary had two views of her son. She had the views of her son on the cross, on the manger, which was a baby. But there's something about knowing somebody and their full purpose and what they're supposed to be. Right? Now, seeing the little baby that's in the manger, even though the angel told you that, you're going to be the savior of the world and he's going to save many people, that many people are going to be alive because of that son. But it's another thing to see that son on the cross and the fullness of who he is and what he is.
Yes, yes.
To see that son in the fullness of his purpose and what God is calling him to be. And you have to understand that for her to see her son being beat up, being moved, there's something that does, to their heart. But we see now Jesus in the midst of the strongest, powerful time of his life, the most hurtful time of his life, took a time out to take care of family business.
That's good. That's good.
He took time out to take care of family business because relationship was always important to God. Even in the midst of dying in the sin of the world, he said to his mother, Behold thy son, right? Then said to the disciple, Behold thy mother. And from that hour, that disciple took her, right? That hour, took her unto his own home. Because we look at it, Jesus in the midst of it, he said, I ain't going to be here, but I need somebody to take care of my mother.
Yes.
I'm not no longer going to be here. But he look at it, he was his mother's son. This is a woman who took care of him all these years and being with him throughout everything else. But I think at this hour and at the time, the image of her son in a different way, she had never seen her son before. Because you have to understand, the only person who truly knew the fullness of the significance of the hour was Mary, her own self. Everybody can have conclusion, everybody can have doubts, everybody can have anything. But to her, she didn't see, the one that's going to die on the cross, but she saw her son, the one she gave birth to. But she saw him at the fullness of what he's supposed to be, saving the world. Because this is why he came into the world, to die.
Yes.
Because the thing about when the angel came and told her, Mary, you're going to have a son, she knew that the minute he was born, right, that he was going to die. And now that hour has come for her son to move away. You have to understand that at this point, the anguish Mary and the confusion Mary was feeling in her heart, she didn't know how to feel and she didn't know how to go on. That this is the baby I gave birth to, but I know he's God and I know he's the savior of the world. But the thing I love about Jesus, that he was always moving in compassion and love, that he was not mundane, he was not cold. Even in the midst of it, he found a way that he said, Mary, you're not going to be alone.
Yes.
You see, Now, it was that disciple. It didn't say that which disciple it was, but I believe maybe it was John. But the thing about it, that disciple followed him to the cross.
Yes.
It is the one that follow you to the cross that can take care of family business.
Yes, God.
You need to understand.
Hallelujah.
It is that disciple that, see, you have to understand at the Garden of Gethsemane that all of them left
Yes.
Jesus. Okay? All of them left Jesus.
Yes.
All of them denied, Peter denied him. But there was one who ran, clothes fell off, but he came and followed Jesus afar.
Yes.
And a lot of times we can look at it, but we have to look at that disciple that stayed on the cross.
Yes,
Oh
yes,
God.
yes,
There were 12 that would follow him,
Yes.
but there was only one at the
Yes,
cross.
yes, amen.
Oh, glory.
Yes, God.
Glory, glory.
Yes, God.
There was only one that was at the cross that followed all the way through.
Yes, God.
Lord have mercy.
Yes, God.
Just like Elijah, right? With all the sons of the prophets, only one followed all the way through,
Jesus.
and that was Elisha.
Yes, yes.
There's something about the one that follows all the way through that God gives the potential to take care of family business
Yes.
and make sure the family is okay.
Yes.
That is why pastors and all these other people, God gives you the ability to take care of the family business, which is the kingdom.
Yes,
My
yes,
God. Because why? Where the place is where everybody run, I stay.
Yes, God.
When everybody begin to run and everybody begin to leave you when things are bad, when things are going crazy. But that disciple stayed.
Yes.
And the one that stayed get to handle the family business.
Yes, God.
And guess what? Not only it was just any person, but it was his mother.
Yes. Yes. Amen.
It was his mother.
Yes. Amen.
He only gives what's important to him to those who stay.
Yes. Amen. Amen.
To those who hold on.
Yes.
And you being a human being, being a person, when you go into a toughest time in your life and you know you won't be here, who do you give the responsibility to?
Yes.
The most responsible person.
Yes. Amen.
And that disciple, we preach about it, but we don't talk about him.
No.
We never talk about that disciple.
That's true. That's true.
Everybody else went away,
Yes.
but he stayed. And guess what happened? You give the handle and ability to the person that is most responsible to take care of the most precious thing
Yes.
you have. Yes.
That's something right there to think about it when you were speaking.
Mm-hmm.
I could see him from afar off saying, I'm not leaving his side. I
Mhm.
don't care where the rest went. I'm staying here. As his mother walked with him, because I know the mother maybe was walking with him,
Yes.
and he maybe was like, I got you. As she wept, he's there with her. You know, as she walks up, because they say they come from a palace to the mountain. So I can imagine it wasn't not no flat road. You know, it was up and down and up and down. But I could imagine how he stand there with the love he had for Jesus. And he's like, I'm not moving by his side. And for him to give his mother over to somebody else, that's the heart right there. His heart. His heart was right, Dad. His heart was right for him to give him a precious thing like his mother over to somebody else, to be responsible for his mother. That's love.
It is. It's like you really have to come to a place where you can entrust, like he entrusts everything that he put in that disciple. It's like, okay, I know that you're going to take care of my mom. I don't have to double think it, because I know you have the same mindset, the same heart,
Yeah.
like how I
Say
have.
not.
That same love that I had for my mother, you're going to have it for her. You're going to make sure she's okay.
Wow.
So, you know, that says a lot. And you're right about that. They focus more on just Jesus saying, okay, you know, behold your son. But they don't really focus on that disciple. It's like,
something.
he really stood there. It's like, it's so easy for you to just bypass it. But he was there. Where were the rest? He was standing there.
He was standing
the whole
there.
time.
And when we look at it in Good Friday, right, there are many people who can walk with you, but you only give responsibility to those who stay,
Wow.
to those who remain.
God, I thank you, Jesus.
Praise God.
Yes, amen.
Amen. My name is Pastor Emmanuel Renee.
Minister Cave.
Minister Brizan.
We have one thing to say to you.
Jesus is Lord.
God bless you.